This next act has played at Helium Comedy Club, the Punchline in Philadelphia, the Tap Room. I met him at Night of Comedy in Riverside, New Jersey. He happens to live right next to the Berlin Farmers Market in New Jersey. So, if anybody's looking for a garden gnome, he's your guy. All right, let's bring him out here. Eddie K, everybody.
How about half for Jim Gilligan, though? Birthday boy, right? Jim asked me a couple weeks ago, he says, hey, he says, I got a gig at the Curio Theater over in Philadelphia. Would you be interested in doing that? I was like, sure, Curio Theater. Sounds fancy to me. He didn't tell me to build a blanket for it in the basement. For him and his friends. Jimmy's a little upset right now because OJ passed away a couple weeks ago. And, I didn't even know the guy was sick. I know he was complaining for a couple of years about a sharp stabbing pain in his right neck. Anyway, believe it or not, I went to high school at 49th and Chestnut. The graduating class of 1976. Which means it took me about 48 years to get 8 blocks. Anyway, high school was a great time for me, but it was also the launch pad for me to get into a really serious life of partying. And a couple things happened that kind of deterred me from partying a little bit. I had a habit of going out after work, staying out late, closing bars, and still making it to work the next day. And I thought it was a gift. And I usually did that. I usually go out and I'd make it to work the next day. And this one time I call out sick, and the next day I get into the office and they call me. The director calls me into her office. She says, Ed, do you have a substance abuse problem? What? What? Do I have a substance abuse problem? Like, I called out sick one time. It's like, between me and you call out sick more than I do. She says, well, it's not that you called out sick. You called out again an hour later. And he proceeded to get in an argument with the shift manager. And he said some unkind things about his girlfriend, my sister, your supervisor. So, anyway, that's the one thing. There's another time where I was with my first wife, and you'll find out why she was my first wife in a moment. I had already gone out a couple of nights that week, and I had the urge to go out again, and I was out of nights out. And, I saw that the Phillies were playing at Pirates, so I come up with the idea that I'm going to tell my wife I have to take a client to the Phillies game. Only I don't take a client to the Phillies game. I go to the bar, and I'm sitting in the bar and getting drunk, listening to things, and I'm watching that TV in the corner of the bar because I got to make sure I remember what the score of the game is. So I got loaded that night. I barely remember getting home. I get up the next morning, and my wife says, so how was the Phillies game? I said, it was pretty good. The Phillies won 4-2. She said, oh, that's great, honey. How'd you make it back from Pittsburgh so fast? I never bothered to check. That's just one of the things that, I just started doing some dumb shit. And then it just it gets old. And I got old. And thing about getting old now is like I'm to the age now where like my ears have decided to grow a beard, and my nose looks like I've been snorting Rogaine. The other issue is I recently had to have eye surgery. It was cataract surgery, and what happens is your eyes become really sensitive to light. And so they do this surgery, which ironically, when they're done, makes your eyes even more sensitive to light for a short period of time. So what they do is they give you these glasses to wear after you're done. I'm sure you've seen people with these ones. It's this giant, it looks like a window box on your face. So I'm sitting home with these glasses on after surgery, and my son walks in the room and goes, "Hey, Dad, I got next." He thought I was playing a virtual reality game. Anyway, it's that's just one of the many things about getting old. Another thing for me is pissing has become an adventure for me. I was going to the bathroom in Costco. I started shopping at Costco for my clothes now because I recently stopped giving a shit about my appearance. Costco is a place that's designed for and by people with attention deficit disorder. I'll tell you what I mean. You'll go in there and there'll be 10-pound bag of gummy bears, $7.99. They go, "Geez, that's a good price." Chicken wings, 20-pound bag, $14.99. Oh, that's a good. Oh shit, canoe! $7.99. Like I know how much a canoe costs, right? Anyway, so. So I was in the bathroom at Costco, but when I was younger, I used to be able to hit the toilet from back here. In high school, I could back it off the partition. As I got older, I had to get closer, and closer, and closer. Hi. To the point is like, when I'm done now, I'm pretty much performing Chinese water torture on the toilet. But it's not water, and I'm not Chinese. It's American piss torture. That's what it is. And I looked it up. And apparently, it's some kind of fetish that people find this shit kinky. Now, all right, and some people find it hot. All right, I get the hot part, like with the temperature, but I just can't imagine like somebody standing there peeing, and someone else is going, "Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop." I would be like, "Don't worry, I can't." So anyway, so I'm finishing up at Costco. I'm leaving the bathroom, and there's a guy, and of course, there's always someone, "Aren't you going to wash your hands?" Now, no, I'm not going to wash my hands. I'll tell you why. Number one, I don't pee on my hands. Number two, I spend more time washing my penis than any other part of my body. Right? The guys I'm talking about. My penis is pristine. And I challenge you to find anything in this bathroom that's more clean than my penis. Now, my wife is, my wife's here today, but my wife is like a world-class pee holder. She can hold pee for inordinate amounts of time. We were at a movie one time, we were going to the movies, and she's like, "I'm going to run to the bathroom." I said, "Okay, I'll go get popcorn." And I'm in line to get popcorn. And like 20 seconds later, she's standing beside me. I thought you had to go to the bathroom. She goes, "It's too dirty in there. I'll go after the movie." It's a 3-hour movie, huh? Me? I'll be pissing on the seat in front of me before the highlight. But anyway, my wife is here. We're a little bit different in age. When we first started dating, she was 23 and I was 44. Now, we've been married for going on 20 years now. We're going to be celebrating our 20th anniversary. We have 2 children. And at this point, I can safely say that if you think that 44 has a hard time going into 23, you ought to try 65 when you're 44. At this point, my wife's looking for a lower common denominator. being on, I don't know if I said, I'm in the construction industry, so being in the construction industry, dating a younger woman, I used to get a lot of shit at work from guys. Shit like, oh, you're having fun now, but wait till she starts getting her period. Or, tell her to move the big taffy away from her face a little bit so we can see her face when we take the picture. So, I had one of the guys who worked over to my house, and he looks over at a picture of my goddaughter at her christening with me, and he goes, "Is that your prom picture?" I said, "You jackass. She wasn't even alive when I went to the prom." You know, that's what? So, over the holidays, I remember my wife was telling me that that song, "Baby It's Cold Outside," they don't want to play it anymore because it depicts date rape. So, I guess, I don't know, it was in the movie Elf. I thought it was a cute song, right? You know. So I started thinking, like, are they going to do this for all the songs, or like what about Jailhouse Rock? Here's the lyrics to Jailhouse Rock. Number 47 said to number 3, "You're the cutest jailbird I ever did see. I sure enjoy your company. Come on and do the Jailhouse Rock with me. Let's rock." So date rape is out, but apparently prison rape is still on the table. So old Elvis was the guy, and we used to play Who Would You Do? Elvis was the guy. Who Would You Do was a game. Let's see if I get this straight for you gender people. You would take an unattractive person from a gender that you're attracted to, and an attractive person from a gender that you're not attracted to, and you ask them, "Who would you do?" Elvis was always the guy, "Who would you do?" But you had to qualify it. Young Elvis or old Elvis? Because I would have did young Elvis. Old Elvis? Give me Rosie O'Donnell. So, anyway, I had to get the... Go ahead, you can keep that. That's great. I just got it. So, anyway, so I had to go into this peeing issue dealt with, so I make an appointment with the urologist. I go to, and I'm driving to the appointment, and I got a piss, and I'm starting to run red lights, and I'm driving like a nut. I finally get to the parking lot, and of course there's not a parking spot anywhere close to the lobby, so I got to park all the way to the other side, which means I got to do my pee-pee shuffle all the way across the parking lot. But I've been doing this so long, I've refined it into a more nonchalant pee-pee shuffle. If someone's playing music, I'll use that too. So anyway, I get to the lobby, take care of business, empty my bladder, go up, get in the waiting room, they call me up, and they say, "You're probably going to need your insurance card, your copay, and also, what?" Urine sample. Right, urine sample! Now, today's her lucky day, because she may not know that I ran 3 red lights to get here. She probably doesn't know I did the pee-pee shuffle across the parking lot, and I doubt she knows that I emptied my bladder about 10 minutes ago downstairs. But today's your lucky day, because in about 3 minutes I'm going to have to go again. So I'll finish up with this. I had of course, dental issues. So I got a couple caps on my teeth. And one of the things they tell you when you get caps on your teeth is they don't want you eating any type of jelly candies anymore, which I love. And so I did not listen to them and proceeded to pull the cap off 3 or 4 times. And I would take it in with the cap, and they would look at it and they'd find a little piece and they'd pick it up. I told you to stop eating this jelly candy. I know. So I wise up, so I pull it off again because I stole it muscle bone. But I take the piece and I clean all everything out. I clean all that. Look at my tooth, I make sure there's nothing in there. It's immaculate, like my penis. And I bring it in, and he's putting it in there, and he goes, "I told you to stop eating the gummy candy." I said, how the hell do you know I was eating gummy candy now? He said, because me and my wife saw you when we were shopping for a canoe at Costco.